An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound. And I press and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
This is one of the happening downtown spots in downtown Waterville.
So they realized dough was the most important thing when it came to pizza. So they created beer, garlic, wheat, and basil to be our signature doughs.
We have cannolis, yes. And we made sure today for you, Erin, we have every flavor you could ever want of a cannoli.
Overachiever over here. He said he was an expert. I guess he wasn't lying.
It's not my first rodeo.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to MaineLife. I'm Erin, this is Baxter, and we have our friend Andrew Silsbee, our presenting sponsor, president of Kennebec Savings Bank. Andrew, nice to see you.
Erin, really nice to see you, even though it's virtually.
Andrew, you said yesterday to me that while most of your staff is working remotely, you guys have never been closer. And I can imagine the same is probably said with your customers or new customers right now.
Well, definitely. We're up to 82% of our staff working remotely, but we're handling an unprecedented number of telephone calls from customers and asking questions, trying to get through this particular situation. Whether that's really, a retired couple who are concerned about their stimulus check, or a small business owner that's trying to get some help with the SBA program. So we're helping a lot of customers right now. And it's true, our team has never been closer. We're doing a lot of communication. Even though we're apart, we're closer than we've ever been.
Why I like you, one of the reasons, Andrew, is because you always have a smile and you are always calm. So I know we're in good hands with Kennebec Savings Bank. So the last time I think I saw Andrew in person was up in Waterville before this all happened. And I was really introduced to Waterville mostly through you a few years ago. And, fast forward now, there's so much going on in the area. And we know that you love it and are a big cheerleader for it. So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Kennebec Savings Bank has had a major office location up in Waterville for a number of years. Back in the 90s, and it's been a great community, and it's been fun to watch the transition from sort of a sleepy mill town that's having difficulty economically to this sort of booming area that's excited. There's an arts culture that has emerged up there. There's sort of a foodie culture that has emerged up there. And I'm very, very excited, Erin, to go have a cannoli with you at Holy Cannoli again. I'm still thinking about those cannolis.
That was awesome. So we are thinking about them as well. This episode is featuring a lot of the small businesses in the heart and soul of Waterville. So Andrew, yes, I look forward to having a Holy Cannoli with you very soon. This is Waterville, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Well, welcome back to Waterville. We're walking down Appleton Street, and on our right is certainly one of the most important investments in downtown Waterville with the Alphon Commons building, which is a multi-purpose building. It's a student dormitory, but also has commercial space. Across the street, we see another very, very important investment made by Colby in this 173 Main Street, which is the home of Portland Pie Company.
Yeah. An exciting time to be a city manager.
Yes, that's an understatement for sure.
We got a lot of things going on.
We got a lot of things going on, and all positive. Fortunately, like some other Maine towns and cities that have seen their mills redeveloped, finally it's Waterville's turn. After the manufacturing pieces of our economy really faltered, the downtown became a place with a lot of vacant storefronts, and now that's turning around. So there's definitely a renaissance going on in the city.
Hey everybody, I'm Bobby McGee. Welcome to Selah Tea Cafe in downtown Waterville, Maine. We have over 40 varieties of tea, most of which are organic. We also have organic coffee, cappuccinos, cortados. Most of the soups are homemade, gluten-free. Grammy makes our pastries. 80-year-old lady, my wife's grandmother. It's going great. It's been here almost 9 years, so we made the 5-year mark.
So welcome. It's great to have you both here today at Selah Tea Cafe. This is one of the happening downtown spots in downtown Waterville. It's part of our bigger restaurant scene that's really blossoming here. Several years ago, Colby College announced it was going to make a significant investment in downtown Waterville, and it has led the charge. There's a new vibrancy with people walking around in downtown, particularly as you alluded to in the evening, there are people on the streets, and it's great to see that life breathe back into our downtown. Waterville is a destination. We have the Maine International Film Festival that draws thousands of people for 10 days in July. We have the Taste of Waterville that in that one day attracts upwards of 10,000 people to our downtown. There's just so much happening here. It's really hard to rattle off everything.
Do you feel like a lot of entrepreneurs support one another?
Absolutely. We're trying to create a culture of entrepreneurism, so we work with the Central Maine Growth Council and the Harold Alfond Institute for Business Innovation, as well as Colby, to try to foster that entrepreneurial spirit and have a welcoming and inviting community so that they'll stay and grow here.
So those look too pretty to eat, but you're saying
Oh,
they're
do
like...
it. You have to. Yes.
And those
Yes.
too.
Yeah, those are good if you warm them for like 15 seconds. Hello. Yeah, they're really, really good.
We are currently at Portland Pie in our Waterville location on 173 Main Street. It's going great. Downtown has been a really good spot for us, right across the street from the Colby dorm. So Portland Pie started in 1997 down in the Old Port. The first location was in Portland. They started with what's going to separate them from all the other pizza restaurants that are in Maine. So they realized dough was the most important thing when it came to pizza. So they created beer, garlic, wheat, and basil to be our signature doughs. And then they decided, what else can we do to separate us even more? And that's when the craft beer came in. And let's make sure that we have the most craft beer out of any bar downtown in any of the locations that we're at. So in Maine, they keep growing and they keep growing. Right now, we're about to open a Wyndham location, so that'll make our 8th Portland Pie. And then there's also talks for a Lewiston location. So it's really been growing quick. Waterville's been great for us here. So on Monday nights at Portland Pie, usually at least once a month, we try and do twice a month, we do a dine to donate with local charities or groups. The last one we did was the Waterville Humane Society, and people come in with vouchers, we advertise, and they come in with flyers, and 10% of people's bills that come in with a flyer goes to that charity. So it's really allowed us to sink our teeth into what Waterville is and build a reputation and a community within the town. It's been really great here. It's an exciting time to be in Waterville. Just come into Portland Pie. We're open 11 to 10 Sunday through Thursday and 11 to 11 Friday and Saturday.
Okay, wait, so Andrew,
I'm needing.
Get another spoon for you.
did you eat the whole cookie?
Oh yeah, I had to down it.
Hey MaineLife, Jaeger at Berlin City Auto Group. On behalf of all Berlin City employees, we wanted to tell you how grateful we are to be part of this amazing community. And now, more than ever, we're here for you. We can come and get you a vehicle for maintenance or service. We have technicians ready, and the vehicle will be returned to you properly sanitized, repaired to your satisfaction. You can also shop for a new or used vehicle for any of our brands online. And wanted to let you know that your safety and our employees' safety are very important to us. Following the CDC guidelines, we'll get through this. Stay strong, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
So I started making these a few years ago. Chewy cookies are gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. There's no white sugar, there's no nuts, so they're great for folks with food allergies. It kind of was one of those things that just was one idea and then went to another idea, and before you know it, that's sort of what you're doing with your life. And Hannaford was the first one to kind of bite. Hannaford really cares about their local vendors and their community, and I can't thank them enough. Hi, I'm Peter Zinn, owner of Chewy Cookies, and I really thank Hannaford for believing in me and all the other local vendors they help out.
Kittery Trading Post has over 2,000 brands, including Patagonia, North Face, Dansko, and Carhartt. They support Maine communities by giving back in so many ways. They support women in business and the outdoors. Thank you, Kittery Trading Post, for supporting me and so many others in Maine.
Poland Spring Water, which will be celebrating its 175th anniversary this year, in combination with Maine's bicentennial, will be participating in the Maine State Parade, which is coming back to Lewiston. The Rickers were huge advocates for the tourism industry, and we're just proud to be expanding that partnership and participating in the parade. Hi, I'm Heather Printup from Poland Spring, and as we celebrate our 175th anniversary, we'd like to wish the state of Maine a happy 200th birthday.
Maine General Physical Therapy has 5 physical therapists that specialize in pelvic health and located in 3 different locations. Urinary incontinence, pelvic pain are so common at many ages in the lifespan of a woman, and there's something that you can do at every age. I love going to work due to the people I work with, but also by helping people and achieving their dreams and goals. Maine General, we're with you.
Hi, this is Erika Merrithew on the Business Account Management team at Kennebec Savings Bank. Working remotely from home with little to no disruptions. And we just wanted to let the business community know that we are here to assist you in any way that we can. We are still opening accounts, doing maintenance requests for current customers, helping out with online and mobile banking needs. And we know these are trying times, and we just want you to understand that we're here to help you and make it easy for you. If you want to give us a call at 207-622-5801, we can help. Thanks.
We're downtown Waterville, Maine, Aaron, and this is Holy Cannoli. We're a deli and bakery here in Waterville. It was an existing business, and my wife and I purchased it a few months ago, and just continuing a trend of good food, scratch-baked foods, down here on Main Street in Waterville. Well, Waterville's really an up-and-coming city. When I got here 20 years ago, it was a little slow, a little downtrodden. Things weren't looking so great, but there's lots of new things coming. Waterville's definitely a place to keep an eye on. Bakery is probably our primary thing, but we also do lunches, from soups and salads and grinders, slices of lasagna, sheets of lasagna, chicken broccoli Alfredo. We have a wonderful staff. We have some young bakers and young cooks, and they have creative freedom. Some of them are schooled in their trade, and others are all self-taught. We have cannolis, yes. We have cannolis, and we made sure today for you, Aaron, we have every flavor you could ever want of a cannoli. Are you able to eat right now?
Yeah.
We're always able to eat.
Good. Well, there's a raspberry for Miss Aaron.
Yep.
Awesome.
You're right, Jason. Rough life on this MaineLife job, but someone's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it. You're not done yet. You still got to get funfetti cheesecake.
Okay. Dessert number 1.
They just kind of melt in your mouth, don't they?
Oh my cute. So funfetti is like my favorite cake for my birthday.
Well, can I get you a slice?
I think just as a child of the 80s.
Yeah.
I need to try the funfetti.
Funfetti's the way
Yes.
to go.
Funfetti.
Yes.
We do brownies too, all these specialty brownies.
Jeez, what is this monster?
That's a Samoa. So if you remember the Girl Scout cookie
Yeah.
from way back when, we did a Samoa brownie. So
My
it's
favorite.
caramel. Then you'll have to try one of those too. Yeah. Well, this is our gluten-free. As you know, a lot of people nowadays deal with gluten allergies or celiacs, so we do an entirely dedicated gluten-free case. So these are all cheesecake bites. They just simply have no graham cracker crust, and they're dipped in chocolate.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so these are...
This is your traditional cheesecake, espresso, and the pistachio.
And January back there is also co-owner. Give us a little hello.
Hi there.
Here we go.
Yeah? Oh, that's amazing. What do you think?
Pistachio, anything.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
I agree.
I've never had that.
And the color is beautiful too. I'm finding owning a bakery, a lot of it's in the eyes. It's in people's eyes just dance around these cases, and it's fun to see. It's fun when people say, I'm gonna need a minute. That means you're doing something right.
Ending on the funfetti cheesecake note. Oh my gosh. Congratulations to January and Jason.
Thank you so much.
And
You
come
guys for
by,
coming. I appreciate you taking the time and
Holy
thinking of us.
cannoli.
Holy cannoli.
I love it.
How you doing?
Cheers.
So, thanks guys for coming in.
Awesome.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Holy
Appreciate
cannoli
it.
downtown Waterville, don't forget.
Overachiever over here.
He said he was an expert. I guess he wasn't lying.
It's not my first rodeo.
You're in the Robin's Nest
It's my little baby flower shop located in the Hathaway Creative Center in Waterville. In 2017, I left my job of 10 years, and then I went full-time and never looked back. It's exciting to be in downtown Waterville at a time when so much is changing and businesses are coming in. There's some history in this building and a lot of, in particular, women who worked in this building for years and years in the shirt factory, and to me, to have that connection is really been pretty amazing. We work really closely together with some of these partner businesses. They do cakes, I do flowers, there are weddings to be done. So it's been really exciting to just sort of slip into the business scene in Waterville and become part of it pretty quickly. What I love the most is the connection to people. You know, it's not just a flower, it's a wedding, so it's an exciting day, or it's a sympathy piece, it's saying goodbye, and that gives some comfort to somebody. To be able to sit with families and hear about their loved ones, and then to be a part of that day, it's huge. Every week I do 5 little arrangements that go to Kennebec Savings Bank right here on Main Street, less than a mile away. And so today we're going to design those arrangements. You guys are going to do my work for me this week.
I don't know about you, but this is not my wheelhouse, so you please teach us or me.
Oh, it's totally my wheelhouse. I'm not worried at all.
You wear many hats. I just usually get flowers, I cut the bottom, put them in, and
which is what most people do. But there's a little more to it. And these are pretty basic, but we're gonna start with our greenery. One of the tricks about designing is to get as little greenery under the water as possible, because the greenery in the water over time creates some bacteria. That's what causes your flowers to die more quickly. There you go.
That's nice.
That is good. We're gonna grab our mums. These are mums.
Pretty.
I choose these for the bank often because they last for a very long time. We want them to last all week and look just as beautiful. And then put it right in the center. All right, one more step. We're gonna use some fun, this is called bear grass. So I'm going to make a little loop out of mine. There you go.
Okay,
Let's do it together. There. And this is where the tape comes in. So we all have a roll of tape.
Overachiever over here.
He said he was an expert. I guess he wasn't lying.
It's not my first rodeo.
Kennebec Savings Bank never looked so good.
Exactly.
Wow, beautiful.
From the hands of the president
You
himself.
got it. You got it. They will love it.
They will love it.
I think it's great.
Great.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice job, guys.
Nice job. Thank
Nice
you.
job. These are going to look great.
Yes. Are you delivering or are you delivering? You're delivering.
I'll send my delivery driver, Kelly, unless you want to, you know.
Just make sure they know it's from us.
I absolutely will.
Oh, yeah.
Waterville Creates is a collaborative arts nonprofit that operates the Maine Film Center and the Waterville Opera House and Common Street Arts, which is where we are today. So in the clay studio we have multiple structured classes, so we do multi-week classes for adults, we do clay classes for kids, but we also have an open studio membership where we have around 20 clay members who come in whenever they want to and make bowls and fire them here in our kilns. There are so many exciting things happening in Waterville right now. The downtown revitalization efforts being led by Colby and the city are incredible. We have a new art center planned where we'll bring all of our amazing programs under one roof. We have some of the best arts resources in the state, in my opinion. We have the oldest and largest film festival. We have the largest art museum in the state. I think people are really lucky to live and work and play in Waterville.
Hi, this is Yeager at Berlin City Auto Group. We wanted to do our part in supporting this amazing community. So starting today at all Berlin City locations, we are offering free oil change to any active medical professional. So if you know somebody who's busy today working at the hospital, please share this video. Wash your hands and remember, everything will be okay.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We are now switching gears from Waterville, home of Colby College, to Portland, where exciting things are happening at the University of Southern Maine. And I'm excited to introduce you now to my friend Jared Cash, who is the Vice President of Enrollment and Marketing. And Jared, I can't imagine being a high school senior right now, or a parent of one, and all that they're going through, the emotions, the questions, going into their freshman year of college. Tell us how the university is adapting to that or communicating with those folks.
Well, Erin, good to see you, and Baxter as well. And you bring up such an important point right now for so many families across the state. They're literally going through a pretty important decision about their next 4 years, right as these bell curves of COVID-19 are kind of ramping up. We've done a few things to make sure that those families can take a second look later in the process. We've waived the application fee. We've been proudly SAT optional for our first year, which was really good timing. We've set up an application process now that can get families' decisions back within a week. And we've extended our financial aid eligibility from our typical April 1 timeline to now June 30th.
And Jared, speaking of being proactive, not only in enrollment, but also innovation and technology, right before COVID-19 hit, I had the privilege of touring the Michael Dubiak Center for Digital Science and Innovation, and blown away with those students and faculty were doing. And as soon as COVID-19 hit, they sprang into action to help. So tell us about that.
These mechanical engineering students that you'll meet shortly, they worked with their faculty to create personal protective equipment for so many places that are calling for that. And so we were glad to get that request and see that our students and faculty could be impactful right now in such a critical area of need.
We are excited to introduce our viewers now to the MISS Lab. And before we do that, for more information for these high school seniors and families or anybody transferring in,
usm.maine.edu/admissions, and you can just Google us as well. And we're always ready to work remotely with you via the phone.
yes, you can see you're in your home office there, like many of us.
We're all getting used to this, but we'll onward we go.
Thank you, Jared. Appreciate your time.
I'm Ashish Lamba, Assistant Professor of Mechanical Engineering at USM, and we are at the Maker Innovation Studio, or MIST, in the Portland campus, which is a facility which helps USM students with realizing their dreams and also helps the community in the area with their prototyping needs. As the COVID-19 situation was getting really bad around the country, we were approached by healthcare professionals from the area to kind of see if we could manufacture PPE. So those will be masks and face shields for them, just in case they start running out. I asked my lasers and materials engineering research group last week in our meeting if we could have any volunteers to help realize that project.
My name's Daniel Madison St. Peter, mechanical engineer with a double minor in mathematics and electrical engineering.
Yeah, I'm Berkeley. I am a junior here in mechanical engineering.
And Dan in Berkeley stood up and said yes, they wanted to help out.
Basically, he had asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said yes, and then it was that day he was like, hey, I need this done now.
3D printing community is playing a huge role in creating these all over the country and all over the world. And I knew we had this resource here at USM, and I volunteered to help get it up and running to solve this problem.
After we kind of more or less came up with blueprints and kind of modified it a little bit to what our needs were, we started 3D printing.
From Wednesday night last week to Friday morning, we pretty much were here all the time printing, and we produced 28 face shields. Yeah, and we shipped 20 of those out. We sent the shields out to the hospital. Many of them emailed me, thanking me and calling me a guardian angel and stuff like that. It was very humbling to receive their thank you. And it couldn't have been possible to do that last week without the support of the surrounding community.
You know, honestly, the people that should be famous are the people in the healthcare industry and the people at the grocery store. They're the people that are actually on the front lines. You know, I'm glad to be able to be, helping with this, but it's those people that are doing the hard work.
Thank you everybody for joining us here on MaineLife. To follow our adventures, you can check out our website where all of our content lives, MaineLifeMedia.com, or my Instagram page at Arno Valley. Thank you to our viewers, New Center Maine, and our sponsors. Go out and explore Maine and make friends somewhere new, and we will see you next week.
But the shovel, it digs deep, and the calluses grow over like a mirror to a mirror.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Waterville, downtown here on Main Street, eating some lunch. Hello, my friend.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see Our friend Andrew Silsbee from Kennebec Savings Bank. We passed the blah, 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 blah. You're ready, are we?
Yeah, they've been ready all along.
Okay, here we go.